How are you? We are talking about a different subject matter this week. We're going to move away from money, which we talked about last week. This week, we're going to talk about your food, your nutrition, and that's why the title of this is Food, Friend or Foe. So, most people, not everybody, but most people have a tumultuous relationship with food. It becomes imperative to reset your relationship, to reestablish the proper patterns and address it little by little. It's like anything else. We talked about money mindset. Now we have a food/nutrition mindset. I'll tell you my mindset that I'm working on, and that is I need food. I use food for energy. If I think about it that way, when I'm preparing my meals, when I'm thinking about my stomach, it helps me to not eat for emotional stuff. It helps me to not eat for entertainment or because of boredom or, all these other reasons. And so the concept of food, friend or foe is, all of the things culturally that are messing us up, domestically, our food, as you know, is already filled with so many different fillers and things that really don't work for us. But, when conquering, your food dilemma or improving your food, habits, we have to take a look at what's wrong with them. And so we have emotional eating, that I've already kind of mentioned, lack of awareness, and that simply means you're not tracking. I saw this guy who was a bodybuilder and he was trying to lean down, and he said that hey, he felt like he had a really good handle on his calorie intake. I mean, the general formula for losing weight is calories in versus calories burned, and you need a deficit there. And he goes, I had a pretty good feel. But when he started to track and became more aware of exactly where his food intake was going, he was literally 1,500 calories over where he thought he was. So food awareness is really important. So understanding and tracking what you're doing, social influences, you tend to eat more when you're out and about, confusion about nutrition. And what do I mean by confusion? I mean, good Lord, we get somebody says you shouldn't eat eggs. And you have somebody else, oh, you should eat a lot of eggs. You shouldn't eat the yolk. Oh, so you get all of these controversial, challenging thought process. You shouldn't eat bananas. Oh, you should eat lots of bananas. So, confusion is a big one. Of course, a lot of us eat just out of habit. Fast food is huge because of time and convenience or the lack thereof. And then, of course, there's the actual physical challenges. So we're talking about sugar cravings, wanting salt, being addicted to certain foods or sweets or different things like that, not really managing our hunger cues, eating when you really are thirsty. So, then of course, better eating habits are a matter of cost and availability. Do you really have access to healthy foods and quality foods at a good rate? So we're going to be talking about this week. I hope that you decide to tune in and really start to evaluate your nutrition. Most people are trying to lean down. Some of you are trying to lean up, but just a few of you. And for those reasons, let's just think about tracking our food this week. Let's think about tracking what we think we're supposed to be eating calorie wise and what we're really eating calorie wise. So let's track this week and let's eliminate some things that we know based on what we're going to learn. And so tomorrow we'll talk about some emotional eating and building a little bit more awareness. But for today, let's just focus on tracking. I hope that you are having a wonderful start to your week. I hope that you decide that you're going to think of food as the energy that you need, the fuel that you need to energize and maneuver your body at a high level.